Hello. Close this door. Hello. Check, check. Hello. Hi, Lee. Who else is here? Hang on just a second. Okay. Sorry, just doing some tech stuff here. Okay. How is everyone? Hello, hello. Yeah, where are we saying hi from? Colorado. Hello. Yay. Nightwish Army in Wales. Phoenix, yes. Where it's sunny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 80s. Yeah. It is it's about, I don't know, 14, 15 degrees right now here. Here, I'm gonna try to move this a little bit. There. That's a little better. I'll have to move it back and forth as we go because we've got stuff planned. People are gonna be coming in and out. Okay, North Carolina, PA, yes, Michigan, UK. All right, St. Louis, Idaho, New Jersey. Yes, still definitely shoveling snow. Absolutely. Cincinnati. Love Cincy. All right. Orlando. We've got like over a foot of snow on the ground, and it's been here for a week or two, and it's going to be here for another week or two. Yep, 14 in New Hampshire. I hear you. Illinois. Uh-oh, internet issues. Oh no. You can pop in and out as needed. Austin. Excellent. DC. Detroit. Spain. Toronto. This is really neat. I love it. I love it. Canada. Still no snow. All right, Wisconsin. Argentina. South Carolina. Netherlands. Argentina again. I could just sit here and read the places. East Boston. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, I did. I did crochet the blanket behind me. I'm a big knitter and crocheter. Germany, yes. Deutschland, Texas, Kansas. 7 inches, yeah. Oh, thank you. Never snow where you are. Vermont, there's got to be some snow there. Oh, from 1960, we've got a time traveler. The whole world has shown up indeed. This is amazing. This is the power and the gift of the internet and of YouTube and of this whole crazy experience. Yeah, oh yeah, hit the like button. And let's see, I think actually can't people join a live stream even if they're not subscribed? Montana, Cyprus. Yep, I've got lots of CDs around me. And 1 year, here, I'm trying to point to it. 1 year, you'll have to see it past my head. Because we're celebrating 1 year. Oh, Palm Desert, okay. Yeah, so we're celebrating 1 year and 75. Oh, thank you from Texas. Thank you. Yes, I do teach at a university, a couple of them, part-time. I'm adjunct faculty. in the music department. Okay. So yeah, we're not quite to 75,000 subscribers. I think we would have been, but I had at least one video in the last week or two that was blocked that I think would have easily put us over. But as of about a half an hour before this live stream, we were at like exactly, in fact, I got a picture of it, 74,800. Yeah, so happy anniversary. Yes, thank you. Montreal, Central Coast of California. Okay, so I'm not sure about the Nightbot thing. So I've got some activities planned for the live stream, but the Nightbot thing, if that's causing people trouble, just let me know because it's like a built-in weird sort of moderator sort of. Um, and so it's a new thing. So just let me know. So sorry, I'm reading. You've got Indiana. Yeah, so close enough to 75,000. And I don't know. So if anyone is able to watch this live stream and you're not yet subscribed, subscribe because maybe we'll hit 75,000 during the live stream. You never know. I'm not holding the live stream to get to that goal. It just might actually happen while we're here. We'll just have to see. Okay. I do I have a team to help? No, I don't. I don't have a team. This is all just me. And so I do all the recording, all the editing, and everything. I do have a little bit of help from my family to vet a couple of things every now and then so I don't get spoilers. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Oh, thank you from Norway. Do I have perfect pitch? Good question. I do not. I just have really, really well trained relative pitch and a lifetime of developing that. So I started picking up how to play songs on the piano and things like that when I was a little tiny kid, and my ear just loves it. So that's, and then just years of training and composing and arranging, and so that's how that works. Um, okay, so like actually I need a way, I might have to use my phone. I need a way to try to keep track of the subscribers. I'm just curious. I don't know if anything would happen, but what music reaction surprised you the most? Compositionally? Because I do have questions here, and I will answer a few here, but I had some that I collected from Patreon and channel members ahead of time, so I could just sort of think about it. So, compositionally speaking, First the Fifth was pretty amazing, and just getting to know the whole prog movement. So, yeah, I'd probably say that one for now. There were several, though, of course. Did I grow up in a musical family? Yes, I did. Very, very much so. And then I married into a very musical family. And then my kids are musical. It's kind of ridiculous. We have our own little family orchestra when we need it. Uh, Tool, Rush, and Led Zeppelin. I've done a lot of those. Maybe I should get back to them. Do I play the cello? No, my husband plays the cello. First of fifth, it is. It's hard to say. Sorry, I'm reading more uh, comments here. Okay, what instruments do I play? So that actually is a question I'll get to. That one's on my list of questions here. So let me get to my phone here. Subscriber. All right, we're at 74,807. So we'll see how it goes. I'm totally fine. It's okay to be okay. Totally fine. Don't have to be perfect. That we're not quite at 75,000. I honestly am just kind of blown away that we're even discussing such numbers. Like, what in the world? What in the world, guys? Yeah, if you want to hear the hubs playing the cello, I believe we did that in the last live stream. Yes, 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 was also very compositionally interesting as well. How long before I call myself a metalhead? Hmm. Yeah, it might happen. I think I have a little bit more to go, but we've got some more coming up. So the time signature of Introduction by Chicago. Not sure. I mean, I have to listen. It's a fun challenge to do that. Yes, more family performances. Got a little thing planned today, and then um, I am going to be doing some more behind the scenes stuff. I already have, and I'm going to be posting some of those very soon for Patreon and for channel members. But I'm also thinking about maybe doing some shorts, things like that. So I might do a little bit of that. Oh, there's Celeste. Shout out B-Day. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Josie on Asia. That's coming up next Friday. Any more plans to do more with Amy? That's always open. We're just so busy. And my channel right now is not completely interview or collaboration like heavy, but that can change at any minute. So who's my favorite prog group? Uh, I don't think I have a favorite yet. I We'll get to some of that though. Yes, more Nightwish. We've got some more Nightwish coming up. And am I familiar with Elizabeth? Yes. Okay. Yes, I do. I don't know Elizabeth personally, but I know of her channel. She's fabulous. And I just the fact that I sort of know Amy from Virgin Rock, and then I feel like we're all kind of loosely connected here and just kind of in the same, I don't know, the same world. Like they would be they would be my good buddies, because we're moms and music reactors. And so I don't know. I already feel kind of a little included in that world. It's kind of fun. Need some prog rock from Queensryche. Yeah. Do I have we done more? We've got some ELP coming. We've got a big lineup of lots of stuff, and we have lots of things to go over today. Lots of exciting things, you guys. Oh, and there was a question about what do I teach? So I primarily teach violin and viola, but then I do some introductory strings things, and then for non-string players, like first time ever playing, and that includes like music theory, music history, that sort of thing, like just a general music overview. And then I lead some ensembles, so have a good time. Listen to TV on the radio. No, I have not heard that. Interesting. Sorry, and if I if I miss comments, I apologize. Okay. How many people do we have here? 175? That's a lot. Okay. Hi everybody. Nice to have you all here. So sorry, I've got my sheets of paper here with my agenda. Okay. So we have lots of fun stuff happening today. Let's see, I'm still reading. What instrument did you first start with at what? That would be piano. I started with piano when I was like 3. Viola is, oh, okay. I see viola. Yeah. That might be coming. Blackwater. Do I consider piano? It's sort of in between piano and percussion. So yes and no. Like if I lead a string ensemble, sometimes I'll include piano in it. There are piano, like string trios, piano quartets, things like that, or piano and then like a string trio with it. Okay, sorry. I could just sit here and read the comments all day. Sorry, guys. All right. Oh my goodness, there are just so many exciting things. I don't know where to start. Okay. All right, well, first, thank you everybody for being here. And anybody who has supported the channel in any way that you have been able to, thank you. We're here to reflect, let's see, 1 year. One of my daughters did that for me, so everybody thank her for cutting out the number and letters for me. 'Cause we're here to celebrate, and I've got CDs here from people, oh, and that is something else actually I need to bring. We've got unboxing today, so, but thank you, everyone. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but what I did is I picked out some CDs that arrived from everyone, that I've reacted to already. So, yeah, lots of things coming up. I saw King Crimson, yeah. Um, what made me go forward and create this channel? Hmm. Well, start with my movie reactions. People just said that I made funny faces, and I didn't think I talked a lot during movies. I don't think I did, but I think I wanted to. And the teacher in me just comes out. So, just saying stuff. So I just gave that a try. And I kept talking about music in my movie reactions, and people were like, "Why don't you do that?" So here we are with the music reactions, and it's just sort of a perfect fit for me. I love the music. It's what I'm trained in, so I can dissect it, and I also love the tech stuff. I like creating the studio. I like doing the editing. It's really fun. So this is just sort of, and I like the community. I love the community here, all of you. So it's just sort of perfect for me. Oh, one of favorites. Thank you. That's wonderful. Okay. All right. Again, so many exciting things. Where do I start? All right. We have a lot. Oh, we've got almost 200 people here. Okay. Well, we're just going to dive in. Okay. Big announcement. We have merch for the channel. It is fully approved. The designs are almost set. So I will be announcing formally when all of that is ready. So, I love you guys. Sorry. Thank you from Chile. Oh, hello. Okay. So we've got mugs and t-shirts and hoodies and mouse pads. That's what I've got created so far. And it will be through Bonfire. Some of you may know that company from other reactors that have used them. And this sort of goes along with other random sort of general announcements, just that probably in this next year, as we continue on, I'll be slowly upgrading things like the logo, backdrops, the tech stuff, and so this round of merch will sort of feature the current logo, like the original logo. So I'm not trying to like hurry up and buy yours now, but sometime later this year it probably will be changing a little bit and upgrading. So if you do get the older stuff, um, now's your chance basically. But I've taken some of the fun sayings and then like the main thing that you'll see. You guys, you'll see. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So one thing I'm also going to try to do today, and this is the Nightbot thing, and I don't know if I'm going to get it to work, but I'm going to try, is, oh, big love from UK. Thank you. So let me catch up on some of the comments. Okay. Yep, they do have hats. I mean, I've got lots of options. So if anyone is like, no, 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 we want this. Nesundorma. Hi from Minneapolis. Okay, so where was I? We're talking about the merch. Oh yeah, I want to try to do a giveaway of one merch item. So here in a little bit, I will test this out. And if it doesn't work, I apologize. What I could do is just employ people around the house to help me do this, and just because it's the kind of thing where you type in a keyword and then the program is supposed to do it automatically for us, and then like randomly pick one. And so if I have to, I'll do it manually and write down every single person that put in the keyword for the one free merch item, and then I will be able to gift that to that person. Um, okay. All right, so that was the first exciting announcement. I'm really excited about it. Uh, yeah, put in the comments if there are other things, other items that you would like. So I saw like hats, I could do that. Um, they basically just about have everything. So just let me know. Okay, so here's another thing. Another big announcement. We're just gonna do this, right? We're all here. Okay, here we go. This will soon be integrated into some of my reactions. Look at these. Um, so there we go. These are Fosse. They're the Fosse open back headphones, and they're pretty awesome. So there is a partnership in the works. It's almost finalized. And once we have it all straightened out and finalized, then I will be incorporating these into my reactions, which means I'll be able to hear even more stuff. The ones I had were okay, but these are like not even next level up. They're like skyrocketed level up. Yeah. So this is the other big news. Um, if anyone has any experience with these, let me know because I'm learning as I go. But they're pretty neat. Again, these are Fosse, the i5 planner, the magnetic open back headphones, and they're not wireless. They do plug in, but it's not hooked up today. So I just had to show and not have all the wires since I don't need headphones for live streams. But they're pretty neat. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So that's that announcement. Oh my goodness. Okay. Another quick announcement is that I will be doing some more deep dives. I kind of mentioned this already. I'm going to be going back and doing like chord analysis kind of stuff with some things I've already done reactions to, and then also a couple of songs that are my favorites. I just because I already know them, I can't do like a first time listen and I know them so well. So the best thing to do is just go to the next step and do a deep dive. So I'll be working on that. And this is not all coming like right now. Some will be sooner than others, and I'll let you know what those are. But just in general, going forward, you'll be seeing a few more of those. I do, however, have to get a way to see the scores, like maybe an iPad or something. So I'm gonna have to work on that, and funds are still kind of limited, and we're still working up. I know 75,000 seems like a lot, but we're still kind of a baby channel. I mean, considering like what do some of the others have? Like just hundreds of thousands or even millions. It's like, wow, the good and the bad. I have not seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've heard a lot about that when I did the which one was it? Nights in White Satin? Is that right? Yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh, you have to do that too." So, yeah, I've got it written down. So, yeah, the Asia a deep dive with Asia would be really great, wouldn't it? Yes. I'm sort of I have that one on my short list, along with, because I did the movie reaction stuff, and so I can sort of do that with some documentaries and things like that. Um, I might be able to do that with the making of the album Asia. And for those that don't know, we have full album Fridays on Patreon and for channel members, and I pick a full album to go through, and I release one track at a time, like every Friday, but I do several in between as well. Like some of them are going to be public releases, so it doesn't go as slowly as that. And right now we're just finishing up Asia by Steely Dan. We've got one track left. Josie is coming next Friday. Yeah, Amy uses her iPad. Yeah, and actually Vlad was helping me um, figure that out and giving me advice on how to do that. So I just have to save up for the iPad. What's the next album going to be? That is a good question. Oh, Yo-Yo Ma covering Ennio Morricone? Mm, I'm catching up on some. Okay. And I do try to go back and read these again, so if there's something I missed, I try to go back and catch it. Okay. So we do have some unboxing coming up in a little bit. And I do also have a couple of creative gifts that were sent to me already that I just kind of want to show off because I think they deserve it. The Kansas Magnum Opus? No, I haven't yet. How about Dan Fogelberg? I know one song by Dan Fogelberg. The Longer Than. Played that in my string quartet for many years. Ah, so we've also got some things coming up. Al Stewart, actually, coming up very soon. Okay. Let's talk about polls and suggestions and full albums and how all that works, because there are lots of questions about that. Uh, so for those of you already on Patreon and for channel members, you know that I ask for suggestions. I do like a call for songs by a specific artist every Saturday, sometimes on Sunday, but usually just Saturdays. Suggestions Saturdays. And I collect all of those song suggestions and I put them into a poll. And then the polls are released on Monday, but they're like a couple weeks, I let the polls sit there for a few weeks. So that's part of that process. But then polls are on Mondays and we narrow it down about to the top 4. And then I try to do reactions to as much of the top 4 as I can. And then we sort of move on. And it doesn't happen immediately, but I have a really wonderful list of poll winners. And it just sort of depends on what will do well on the channel, that sort of thing. How long it's been since I've done a certain artist. Dream Theater. I've got one Dream Theater, The Misunderstood, on the channel so far. So let's see, what was I saying? There's just too much going on. So exciting here. Porcupine Tree. Oh, okay. Fogelberg, right. So with the polls and all of that, I try to have at least one poll winner, a reaction released once a week. So it sort of ends up balanced out, if you can think of it that way. And then if I have heard a song already, or if there is a direct request that has already requested a song, then I'll have to not do that one, but I make that very well known. Like, I know the song, so it's not fair for me to do a first listen. If I do something, it'd have to be a deep dive. So if certain songs are skipped over, that would be why. But in general, I do follow the polls exactly. And I do also verify, I vet all of the suggestions and make sure they're by that band. And Peter Frampton, John Lennon, okay. Nick Drake, good. How diverse in music genres. That depends, and you kinda have to do it carefully because it's how YouTube works. Right now we're kinda proggy, with a little bit of metal, a little bit of folk, a little bit of some contemporary stuff. I'm trying to kinda get everything in there, and we can venture into other things, and sometimes a channel goes in a certain direction for a while, so we just kinda have to go with the flow, but I think we're here in a really nice place right now. We'll kinda stay here as long as we can. Um, okay, so I hope that made sense about the polls and the suggestions. Then for the full albums, uh, that I do sort of have a little bit more of a hand in. Like, the polls and the suggestions, I let that be what it is, and I only steer it, if there is something I've already heard, um, or if there's a direct request and I've already listened or it's coming up on the schedule, and I'm very open about that. Yeah, greetings from Brazil. Um, oh, and how does one do a direct request? Good question. So, there is a tier on Patreon called the Mentor tier that, um, basically you get 1 direct request each month. But, they're currently full, and then you can also do it over on Coffee. That's Ko-Fi. But those spots have also filled up just as of recently, and I will be opening up more in the next month or so. But I just don't wanna overwhelm myself, it's all about moderation since I'm doing all of this by myself. Time management, you gotta you gotta put your limits on there, so, just keep watch, and that's the best that you can do that. Alan Parsons. Yeah, we've had some, um, I think inadvertently through other groups, other songs and projects. Okay, so the full albums, I do sort of have to have a little bit more of a hand in which full album I do because since it's a longer term project, I need to make sure that it really is a good solid choice for the channel and for all the patrons and channel members. And also something that I think I will enjoy, and I will listen to all the music, like, that's what I'm here for, and, and just give everything a chance that I possibly can, but with the full albums, that is such a big, heavy commitment that I do sort of look into those a little bit more and just make sure that they are, a really popular choice and good for everybody, good for me, good for the channel. Um Yeah, Bowie. I do know some Bowie, so I'm a little bit hesitant. Sorry, my hair's kinda staticky today. It's tickling my face. So if I keep, like, doing stuff to my hair, that's winter in my part of the world, y'all, is this everything's dry. My tickly it's just very tickly. Um, oh, thank you. Being patient. Do I know all the Beatles songs? Why? That's a wonderful question, and I will answer that actually very soon. Um Okay, hang on. Let me get a quick drink. Just water. Okay, we've got about 212. Hey, let's check on the subscribers. I have no idea. No, it's like 810. 74,810. So we're 190 away. We'll see. Um, okay, besides what we your subscribers have suggested, what do I want to cover? Um, I like Radiohead. And then there are some songs that I really like from the late '80s, early '90s, because that's the window of time that I got into popular music a little bit. So I'd love to go back and do some deep dives of some of those. Then I'd also love to eventually bring in some classical pieces and sort of like a listener's guide to some classical pieces that are really cool. Yeah, everybody subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We'll see. We'll see if maybe by the end of today, 75,000, we'll see. We're close enough. Um, yeah, Michael McDonald, he was in Asia. Yeah, so, I had a Doobie Brothers poll recently, and so I'm looking forward to him being there too. Got the warning on the channel, need to do some more of that. So, we'll do the merch giveaway shortly. Did everybody understand, though, about the polls and the suggestions and the full albums? And then there was also a question about the bands. Oh, Shallow? No, I haven't heard that yet with Floor. Um, like how I select the bands for the suggestions, I took a list down of from a big call of bands, and I wrote down it's pages and pages, and I do go through and pick, but it does need to sort of be one. It's not one necessarily that I want to do, but just as much as that I know it's gonna be okay for the channel. That's all. PDQ Bach, stay tuned. And some of these things are not um, out there for the public. Some things are only released for patrons on Patreon and channel members because there's just too much, and then there's copyright issues. So, all right, hang on. I'm just checking a few things. Oh, did someone ask if my keyboard folds in half? Yes, it does. See, right here. That's what that little space is for. Yeah, more warning coming. Haven't done King Crimson yet, but had a poll recently, so it's coming up. Radiohead adjacent. Okay. Ooh, yeah, Supertramp. I need some Supertramp also. All right, let me just put a quick request for one thing here. Hang on. I'm just sending a quick text here. Hang on. You'll see why. Totally worth it. Hang on. Okay. So, next big announcement. So, we do already have full album Fridays, but I'm going to be starting a separate experience, a project with the Beatles. And I actually have someone who will be joining me for that. So the whole series will be my daughter introduces me to the Beatles. Um, so she is a big fan of the Beatles, and she's also a musician herself. And she is of age here, so I feel comfortable bringing her onto the channel. And, some people like little kids. No, she's over 18. So she actually did just recently take a college course on the literature of the Beatles, and she's a really big fan. So she's going to be guiding me through this little series. My daughter introduces me to the, but I have so much to get to know, and we are starting from the beginning. We might not do every single song on every single album, and she's going to sort of guide me through that. And if anyone else wants to chime in, we can kind of combine some of it. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to have her come in, and you all sort of met her a little bit in the last live stream, but she's going to come today just to say hi and then sort of a little see you later because she will be joining us here and there. And she's also going to, let me just move. There. So say hi. Let's see. Can I go this way? No, I'll go this way. There we go. Okay. There she is. This is Eden. So she is going to be joining us from time to time. And we will also be doing some music duets and things like that with the Beatles. Fun. Okay. So she's going to just, get us started with our little Beatles adventure. And I'll leave this here. I think it's okay. I don't think she'll bump anything. Okay, whenever you're ready. I'm gonna go this way with this. There we go. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Yay! Okay, so there she is. She'll be back, and she'll sort of be behind the scenes for this little project. And like I said, we'll be doing some little music adventures together, little projects that we might do a little bit of instrument stuff or singing together for some Beatles. We'll see. Okay, thank you. What a good sport, huh? Yay. Okay, so let me get stuff. I got my microphone here. Here, I'm going to put it off to the side here. Hang on. Okay. All right, are we back in place here? I think so. Okay. Okay. So, another big announcement there. I'm not sure what day of the week yet I'm going to release that. It might be Wednesdays. I'm still deciding that. Can't be Fridays, so we already have full album Fridays on Fridays. But yeah. Yeah, she is the one in the family who can do that. She can sing and play the guitar, and no one else in the family can do that. But she also is she's studying music in school too. So she does piano and violin, and obviously sings in choir. So okay. Only I had a blackbird. Okay. Who is the most talented in the family? Oh my goodness. That's just asking for trouble. We have several with multiple music degrees and performance credits and that sort of thing. So, all right, how are we doing on subscribers? It still might not be. Let's see, we were at 810, 813. This is fun. Okay. That's great. Yeah, I need to come up with a slogan for like what day of the week, but like at full album Fridays and suggestion Saturdays and things like that. And we already do public releases on YouTube on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So yeah, and again, my background with the Beatles is that I just know a couple of songs. I didn't really grow up with them. My parents weren't fans. And I think I had one friend in high school that was a big fan, and I just never really caught on. And oh, thank you, Robert. And so I don't know. I just don't know them as I don't. I need to know them. So beyond like the 4 songs that I know of them, it's ridiculous that I don't know them. As a professional musician, music historian, you know, Wednesdays a week. Yep, day tripper. Yep, Beatles. Yep, I get it. Yeah. So more on that soon. That will start later in February. We're still getting all of that set up. So very excited. And again, we're starting at the beginning and going all the way through. So I'm really looking forward to it. And like, what are some of the songs that I know? Like, I know Eleanor Rigby because I played it in some string things. And uh, what else? I think, wait, is Hey Jude just John Lennon or is that the Beatles? I know Twist and Shout. That's them, right? Wait, is that them? Yeah. Okay. See, I need to know this for sure. No more questioning. I need to like it needs to be here now. Um, Sunny in Summer, that's great. What kind of music did I grow up with? Okay, I'll review this as well. Um, so my parents were not into popular music, just classical music, and so I got into some popular music in the late 80s and early 90s on my own. So I was kind of around for the grunge movement a little bit, like the end of the 80s electronic pop stuff and then all the um, grunge stuff in the early 90s. But as of like around 94, I kind of skipped out on popular music and really went seriously into my classical training and just kind of didn't look back. And so I do have some favorite artists, like I like Bjork. She's nice and weird. And what else? Radiohead, got into Radiohead, just happened to catch on to them like around the year 2000. And Depeche Mode, I'm a big Depeche Mode fan. So I do, and I know a lot of 80s hits. So if you notice, there aren't a lot of 80s things on the channel right now. Vivaldi's Four I definitely know Vivaldi's Four Seasons. But see, that would be a cool classical deep dive I'd love to do. Paul, John, George, or Ringo. Yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know who I prefer yet. I don't know. Will I be returning to Dream Theater? I would like to. I would like to do that. So it's on the short list coming up perhaps for the Suggestion Saturday thing and get that whole process started and into a poll, which means then there would be a few more. Yeah, I would like to. Do I have a favorite? Oh yeah, 07. So I am also a fan of 07. Yep, and that's the band that Sia used to sing with, and I know that there's another fan of that group here. A review of A Day in the Life. I'm sure we'll probably be getting to those. Yeah. And I've heard some of them, but I'm not familiar. They're just like just a quick handful that I'm really familiar with already. Um, so that's sort of my background with popular music. And I do need more 80s music on the channel. I feel like yeah, Brandenburg number 3. I know that one very well. Played that one many, 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 many times. It's a good one for weddings. So my string quartet, we've played that a lot. I know all the Brandenburgs. It's hard to get the one with 2 violas though, because you don't always have 2 violas. Yes, Deep Purple. That's also my short list. Child in Time was involved in a poll really early on, but not the actual band, so I may have to do that. Hi from New Orleans. Pre-live stream submiss. Yes, I'm getting to those. So we're working our way down the list, I promise. Okay. So why don't we do some of that right now? I've got my questions here. All right. What was your favorite reaction of 2025? Oh, Smashing Pumpkins is in the process right now. We've got the poll and things coming. So what I wrote down, that is a hard question to answer. How do you pick? How do you pick? I don't know. I've done lots of Zeppelin, yes. Sorry, I'm just picking out comments as I see them. There have been so many that I've loved. My own personal experience with some of these reactions. Personally, I really loved If You Could Read My Mind by Gordon Lightfoot. There was just something extra magical about the chord progression and the Mixolydian. I just really, really love it. And it really took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Another one is, The Great Gig in the Sky. Honestly, the whole experience, the full album experience that we had here on the channel with Dark Side of the Moon was just fantastic. Love it. I just like it's hard to describe. Um, Life-changing beauty. And I'm not saying the other full albums have not also been wonderful, but I'm kind of already a little bit of a Pink Floyd fan. I got into Momentary Lapse of Reason, that album in the early 90s, and that was my only window into Pink Floyd, and so I have so much to learn, and that, like, just diving in and going through Dark Side of the Moon was fantastic. That was a good way to do it. And we do need to get some more Gordo on the channel, don't we? Gordon Lightfoot. Oh, hello, people just coming in, coming and go. We've got about 200 people. Yes, Momentary Lapse of Reason. It's not everybody's favorite, but I like it. So that would be a deep dive. Some of the tracks on there, I actually have done. It was on the Turning Away. Did a live version of that. So, but it's been years since I've heard all of that, so it'd be great to check back in. I also really enjoyed Dante's Prayer that was a direct request from Red Dwarf, and that was by Lorena McKennitt. And if you know that song, or if you watch my reaction, you'll know why. For me personally, it was a favorite because it had a beautiful Russian traditional choir. I think it was the St. Petersburg choir, just amazing. And then a string quartet in it, plus Lorena McKennitt's amazing voice. So that one was really fun. Yeah, Pink Floyd once a month, absolutely. That'd keep me busy for sure. I also really enjoyed Hitch a Ride through uh, Boston, my full album there. That one just, I don't know why, just really stood out to me. And then Ripples by Genesis. I kind of really love that song, and I put it on repeat a lot. But I have a lot of those. Oh my goodness, it's not fair. There are so many others that I should be mentioning and could be mentioning here, but I just don't have enough time. What's my favorite album of all time? Okay, Computer. And if you know, you know. It's a good one, right? Yeah. And there is some Radiohead that exists out there that I don't know yet, and I would love to dive in and also do some deep dives on OK Computer. So, um, yeah, I haven't heard Echoes yet. I mean, it's not on the channel yet. So, okay. Three musicians from reactions this last year that I would want to have dinner with, and what would I discuss? I love this question. That was great. Okay, I had to think about it. Whew. I chose, at least for this time, David Gilmour, Tom Schultz from Boston, and Brian Wilson, which I know that would really, you know, because some are not with us any longer, but I feel like the three of them each have something really deeply unique to them in their artistry, and they're all very different. But at the same time, if they were to exist together in the same room, that maybe they would have a lot to share. Yeah, Channel Giant, King Crimson, yep, all things. Yep, coming up, coming up. So stay tuned. And so I would ask them to dive into a discussion about the color that is in their music. So whether they see the colors or how they add colors and texture, just color. That's sort of my thing. Possible that the family joined. Yeah, so my daughter was just here, and we did do that in the previous live stream. I'm not sure if we have time today for that, but I do have some things that I'm going to be recording, and it might be shorts released publicly, or things for over on Patreon and for channel members. Okay, got a lot more to go. Are you a whistler? No. But I have to say this. I actually have a great aunt, had a great aunt, she's no longer with us, who apparently was a star whistler, and she actually would whistle solos, like, in church for people. So, um, yeah, synesthesia. So I have synesthesia, and so I see a lot of colors with letters and numbers, and so that would be part of the conversation with these 3. Yeah, for sure. Synesthesia. And if you don't know what that means, it's a really cool thing. It just means that your brain associates one thing with another, and the most common is where you see letters and numbers in different colors, and that can affect how you remember things and how you see things. But then it can also bring up things like actual things that you see in your mind, like in your mind's eye, or even out directly in space, or like smells and sensations and things like that. Yeah, so that's what I mean by the color, is that I see color in music. For instance, I love impressionistic music, so that's like Debussy and Ravel and things like that, in classical music, because the colors in it, to me, are really beautiful. In fact, it's very similar to the colors I have for the channel, like the blue and the purples and that sort of thing. Um, yeah, synesthesia without perfect pitch, because it's the letters and numbers for me. So, I'm plotting the notes on the staff as I'm listening to music. I see it sort of go by like rhythm and notes. Um, and then those are the colors that'll pop out to me. And so the different keys might have, like, C major is a different color from D major just because of C and D, those numbers. Um, okay. Yeah, synesthesia. Look it up. Synesthesia. It's a cool thing. All right. Would I consider a monthly direct request giveaway? Yes, I am considering it right now. Um, but I need to work it out a little bit more. So stay tuned on that. I would love to be able to offer that to everybody, maybe at least starting at like once a quarter, that every person that is maybe just a free member, or on Patreon, or the lowest member on for channel members, that you would be able. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, but that is definitely something that I'm considering. So then one person every few months, 2, 3 months, would be able to have a free direct request. When did I start seeing color? Um, I've always done it. I remember being like in preschool learning ABC, and I've always done it. So my letters and numbers. So everybody's name is a different color to me. um, okay. A favorite reaction that really surprised me about how good it was. So first of all, Kansas, the band Kansas, because I just had a different idea about what Kansas was. I thought it was like country or something, and it turns out, nope, um, a little bit more prog, and very different from what I was expecting. And then that they had the violinist, I love that. So uh, that was one that was very surprising. Just the first one was Carry On, and so we just took it from there. And then the entire Point of No Return reaction, which was amazing, like the whole experience of Full Album Fridays, I just really enjoyed it. It was very surprising. Also, Lumiere from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So that was a direct request here on the channel, and it was to the video game music, and I love that piece. I love it. So, oh, a 4-hour layover. All right. Oh goodness. All right. Well, get comfy and pass some time with us here. Metallica's one video. That one already is done. It's only on Patreon. It's like copyright issues. They're really picky about the full video, that sort of thing. So it's on Patreon. Um, okay, what's the best thing you've discovered so far doing reactions? Honestly, I think it's more about prog rock. That's I just didn't know much about it. And so that might be the best thing for now. That's just for now. Yeah, the clair obscur. It's really, really, it's a really neat piece of music. The Lumiere, really, really neat. Um, and I might do some projects with that coming up soon, so stay tuned. Okay. Uh, the most challenging thing about doing reactions. Oh, hi, Celeste. I just see that. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Celeste. Um, enjoy your day, Celeste. Okay, the challenging thing about doing reactions, I think, is time management because I'm doing everything myself. That's it. Um, I thought maybe it would be leaving space for music in my mind and in my heart. I don't seem to have a problem with that. There's just lots of room for it. Um, and then I thought maybe the comments would be difficult. Like, are people going to be mean? But I just haven't really had that problem. Everybody's pretty nice. Like YouTube does a thing where they're like they take possibly abusive, whatever, the bad comments and like separates them out. And I've just barely had any. And so I'm just very happy. Which music reaction video that you have done has the most views? Oh, I do know that. So I'm gonna list some channel um stats here pretty soon too. The one doing the best is not the best, but I think it's at 290,000 views is High Ren by Ren. And rightly so. He's amazing. And we do have more Ren coming up for sure on the channel very soon. Very, very soon. Okay. So yeah, everybody's been nice. So I just don't have an issue with like comments and all of you are wonderful. So so yeah, it's just time management is because I'm doing it by myself. That's like the thing and I'm doing pretty well. So the most surprising genre so far again, prog rock. Just didn't know what it was really and now I do and I'm very happy for that. I feel like I'm, getting another era under my belt for music history. Family or friends that have discovered new music through the reactions. So yeah, my family a lot. Boston is a big hit around the house. Eva Cassidy, older Genesis. Um, my younger kiddo was really happy with Roundabout by Yes. So another one is that we all enjoyed. You Go Down Smooth with Lake Street Dive. That was a good one. So yeah, things catch on around here for sure. Any music that family is happy that I finally got to know? Yes, especially Dark Side of the Moon. So both my husband and my daughter Eden, that you all just met a little bit ago, they both really like that album, and so they're like, finally, she listened to it. I'm just catching up on some comments here. Yeah, barely scratched the surface. And we do a lot of prog rock here on the channel. That's just kind of where it went naturally. I'm happy with that, but we are going to leave things open. We are going to still be doing other genres. So, it will, we're not going to pigeonhole ourselves here. Okay. Oh, also Asia. My daughter also really loves the album Asia. So she was like very happy that I got into that because she listens to it. She listens to it on her headphones all the time. Um, have I put 75,000 subscribers into perspective? As in, it's like a small city. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. um, and I don't know. Maybe it's not sinking in yet, but um, I don't know. We're just having such a good time here, you know. That and it seems like a small number compared to a lot of other reactors, so I'm cool with it for now. But I think I do. I'm getting to see the significance of it. I think it's a lot of fun. Have I gone to a Star Trek convention? A Star Trek convention? That seems like a random question, but it's not. Star Trek comes up a lot because I'm a Trekkie. And did I dress up? So I have actually not gone to an actual Star Trek convention, but I have taken part in lots of parties and costumes and things like that. And I tend to I have a go-to from TOS, the original series, like with the beehive and a 60s thing, with not too short of a skirt, but and then some high boots that I wear with the little original TOS emblem and like the wavies around the sleeves, and so that's what I'll do. Okay. Someone asked, why do I say instrumentalist and vocalist rather than violinist and singer? That's a good question. I'm seeing something like, take care. If you got to run, come and go. We've been here for a while. You can catch the whole thing later. This will be posted on the channel. Um, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Why do I say instrumentalist? Because I do play more than one instrument. So, piano, violin, and a few things, and a little bit of viola. And then vocalist, instead of a singer, vocalist is sort of more formal and it covers more styles of singing more broadly. So that's sort of why I say that. Um, okay. All right. So then am I concerned that polls will water down the channel content? Again, I'm just checking out. Oh, yeah. ELP. Mm-hmm. Tubular Bells. Yep. And I have some CDs of those here. I have not done any Grateful Dead or Fish yet. Live long and prosper. Okay. So concern that that the polls will water down the channel content. I am watching that carefully. I'm not that concerned because we have a mix of direct requests and then the full albums. And honestly, we have to have a mix. We have to have some of the mainstream things come through, otherwise YouTube won't pay attention to you and your channel will just plummet. So we have to have some of the bigger hits. And I put so many selections, like over on Patreon, it's like up to 25 selections. YouTube, for channel members, it won't let me do that. I can only give you 4. So I take the top 4. But then with Patreon, I can see, like, based on, I read the comments and everything when everyone's suggesting everything, and I get an idea for the ones that are really special and the ones that, so basically I do the poll winners, and then after that we can discuss doing something else, and I can choose it for because I will do one for myself every now and then. So I think that that we're going to be able to keep a good balance. But I do know how it's frustrating for those, like, it's only going to be the big hits. I get it. I get it. So I'm working on it. Yeah, they did. The Star Trek, Gold, yeah, Jerry Goldsmith and all sorts. Yeah, wonderful music there too. Okay, do I avoid listening to music to not accidentally hear new songs? Yes, I do. And I do that with some of the movies and TV that doing for the movie reactions too. With music and movies, yeah, I have considered like little crossover. Yep. People watch because the big hits, yeah. But I do wanna offer, some of the more eccentric things, the lesser known. I do wanna do some of that, so I'm trying to keep a good balance. Um, so yeah, I do avoid listening to stuff, and, some people send me links and things, and I will listen to those carefully. I kind of vet them and just make sure it's okay. Yeah, 75,000 subscribers. A whole stadium. Oh, yeah, John Williams. See, that's a whole other thing. It's soundtracks. I'm just dipping into that, you know? Um, okay, I'm checking on subs. 18. We're climbing. Oh, yeah, the Ren journey. We've got more coming for Ren. Okay, best and worst ways having an online channel has impacted my life. The best ways, awesome music, awesome people, getting to witness all of this creativity. Oh my gosh, you guys, amazing. Um, the worst, probably the tech issues that catch me, or maybe the copyright issues. It just happens, and I have a pretty good system to get through it, but for the most part, you know, that's kind of what you'll see me grumbling about. Yep, Journey. We've got a poll coming up for Journey. How many patrons do I have? That's a good, um, bigger than some corporations. You're right, Celeste. That's a good question. So I have, I think, a little over 1,000 total, and like around 230 of those are paid subscribers, and the rest are free. And I think I have like 70 or 80 channel members now over on YouTube. And the YouTube platform for channel members, it's I can't put anything in collections, so it's all just linear, and so that poses some problems sometimes. But I try to balance it out for everybody and keep it the same. Family to work. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. So far so good. So far I'm handling it. But as we expand, yeah, I will expand with it. So, okay. Sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah, so what things have surprised me about the music that I've analyzed this last year? I'll bring up prog rock again. Just didn't really know what it was about. And do I think this music will re-emerge in the future? Is it compatible? And that's a really interesting question. I think it can be. I think everything is cyclical, and you can see it, you know, where it goes more acoustic and folky, and then it gets more electronic, and then you know you just see it. And I definitely think that sounds from the 70s prog stuff could easily come back in. And wouldn't it be interesting how like reaction channels and things like that could even help influence that a little bit? I would love that. That's amazing. Oh, the Ava Cassidy reaction. Yeah, I need to hear some more of her for sure. Someone we lost. If you all don't know who that is, beautiful voice, singer, guitar player, and she passed away in her early 30s, just way too soon. Way too soon. Okay, hang on. Too much talking, y'all. My lips are drying out. AI's influence. Do I have an opinion on AI's influence? Oh my goodness. As a composer, yes, I do have some uh opinions about that. I won't complain about it too much because I'm not sure where we're headed yet. And if it opens up compositional structures for people, everyday people that don't have years and years of compositional training to be able to do things like that, I'm all for that. But I'm just hoping that our society will still value human composed music, like you know, the kind of piece where it takes weeks or months. Is Beethoven making absolutely Beethoven is making a comeback. And you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Oh, I'm not. Like da 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 da. That little motif, you will hear it influenced in so many ways, even in music of today. It's basically like everyone thought he was crazy for making an entire symphony. It's like a 35 to 40-minute long symphony with just that little motif as like the main opening motif. They thought he was nuts. Like, what are you doing, Beethoven? Um, and I actually think it's the precursor to popular music that we have today with a shorter phrase. So there you go. So everything is cyclical. Let's bring back the Beethoven in popular music for sure. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the AI stuff. I'm just gonna keep continuing on and, with what I'm doing. I compose for choral ensembles and I compose symphonic works and also a lot of string quartet things. When I started this type of work, do I watch other reactors? Yes, I do. This is how I got into it. I started watching movie reactions and I was like, oh, I love this. I love Awkward Ashley. What's James with Awesome US Movies? He's really great. And it looked like a lot of fun, so I gave that a try. And then switched over to music. And so yeah, I've known about Rick, Beato for years. He's great. And my daughter listens to his stuff a lot. And I saw some of Elizabeth with the charismatic voice and saw some of Amy, Virgin Rock, and getting to know Doug Halvering a little bit. And then Amy reached out to me early on when I started the channel. And thank you, Lee, by the way, because he sort of helped facilitate that roll over Beethoven. Yeah. Um, and so that's how the collaboration with Amy from Virgin Rock came up. Um, and I don't know, I feel a little bit part of the group, and it's just really great to be here at all. So yeah, I do definitely watch not songs that I don't know yet, but just and it's not a competitive thing for me. Like it's not. It's there's room for all of us, and I love seeing the different takes on it, and it's really fun. So, um, okay, we're getting through the questions, I promise, but we'll go back. We have some more things to do. All right, we're gonna play a little game, y'all. How about some name that tune? All right. All right. I'm going to play a little something. Hopefully you all can hear it. And let me know if you can name it. Ready? Here we go. Wait, gotta turn my keyboard on. Okay. Is that too loud? I hope it's not too loud. Okay. There we go. How about that? There we go. Yay! Cheers, everybody. Taxi close. And it sounds a lot like Hill Street Blues. Yep. That one's Cheers. Freebird. Right. Okay. Hang on. Make a little drink. All right. This one might not be as easy. Are we ready? Let's see if I can remember it. All right. Oh my gosh, it's been years since I've done this. I worked this song up when I was like a teenager because I just happened to fall in love with this one song. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. Anybody? 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 That one's a little bit harder. Ah, no, it's not Janapadi. One more time. Okay. Some people are on the right track, but what song? Right? Um, hang on just a second. Any others? Taxi. Cheers. Ah, somebody got it. It's Toto. It's not their most famous song, but it's a good one. It's one that I think, yep, it's one that I think I'm gonna have to do a deep dive for because it has some fantastic orchestral parts in it. It's not Rosanna. That's a good song though. Journey to the Center. Okay, so yes, we're seeing some more. It is I Won't Hold You Back, or I Won't Hold You Back Now by Toto. Love that one. Okay, one last one. Are we ready? I'm not sure how many people are gonna get this one. And I don't have a pedal, so bear with me. Okay. Any guesses? Ah, what do we think? Mm, it's an Enya song. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. So I could do some also deep dives for some Enya music. I love Enya. My mom, I've been able to play that song for many, many, many years because my mom is a huge uh, Enya fan. And so we rocked out to Orinoco Flow. Oh, yes, we did when I was a little kid driving around in the van. Okay. Uh, something keeps popping up. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, good job, everybody. Only time. That's a good one. I played that in my string quartet. Okay. All right. I want to show everyone. I've done a little bit of behind the scenes with this stuff. And we do have a lot more behind the scenes stuff coming, by the way, to Patreon and for channel members. And then if I can turn some of those things into like little shorts and things like that, that's what I'm trying to expand on. Like with playing and like showing just behind the scenes stuff, all that fun stuff. So this is one thing I've already done. Yeah, I love Enya too. Oh yeah, The Storms in Africa. It's a good one. That's a good song. Okay, so first of all, I just want to show this. A patron over on Patreon made like a whole series of CDs, like mixed CDs, carefully chosen. So I'm not going to get spoilers, and so things that are a little bit more eccentric and that wouldn't necessarily be, um, things on the channel. But then also like did really cool AI stuff, and I gave permission. All is good. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Can you see it? And this. I love it. And there are 9 of them, and they're all very unique. So again, thank you, Mike Klonick, for that. See, look, I'm an astronaut. I'm a big sci-fi fan, so I'm really happy about that one. Nice. This one's cool. Look at that. Yeah. Ooh, maybe I kind of look like that with my new headphones. So if all of you were not here at the beginning, I am partnering up with Fosse, the headphone company, and I'm gonna get some new headphones, y'all, and it's gonna be worked into some future recordings coming up soon. Here they are. Look at this. These are amazing. They're huge, but they're pretty darn comfy, so I'm not complaining. Um, I am. I haven't started using them yet, so I'm gonna try to get like a video of me listening to them for the first time if I can. Just, I'm so excited because high quality, guys. This is really the Fosse, the i5 planar magnetic open back. That is some awesome tech there. Okay. So then I wanted to show you all this, and I've already untied it. Actually, funny enough, this was the tie that tied this closed. But my kitty actually got into just the little ribbon and pulled it off. Eagles, that's a good. Oh, yes, you're right. The Cybermen from Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, look at this, y'all. Look at this craftsmanship. Handmade. Look at that. It's so beautiful. So this is from one of my patrons over on Patreon, and he and his wife sent this. And so inside there are 4 of these like little books. Channel John Denver. I know some John Denver, but there are some that I definitely don't know. Again, my mom was a big fan of John Denver and Dan Fogelberg. So you can tell. And yeah, Dan Fogelberg, like that's what my mom listened to. Not she didn't listen to like Joni Mitchell though. So that's someone I'm going to be diving into for sure. Okay, but look at this. Look at this. So each book has a theme in it. And it's like a surprise box. Have you all seen those surprise boxes? Like each page actually has, I mean, there are things that, you know, removable things here um, and extra stuff. And look, stickers. Here's a sticker like the sea. And there have just been so many things here. It's amazing. And then inside is the actual album. So here we go. There's the CD. That's King Crimson. And so I just wanted to show this amazing creativity. The other 3, you might recognize that CD album. That's the CD that's in here. Which one? Yeah, it's the Echo CD. And equally, like I said, all these little amazing things inside each one. This one has bookmarks in it. I love it so much. So, okay, I'm just going to show the other couple. So this one is the Genesis one. I've definitely done a reaction from that one. And here's the album. Really amazing. Look at that. It's so great. And just, and I've gone through all of this, but we'd be here for hours. And then another Pink Floyd, but with the London fill. So, oops. Some of the tears came out. Okay, so just wanted to show that off because it's so special. Look at this. It's so special. And I just really appreciate it. This is the creativity that the channel has brought to me from other people that I am so thankful for. All right. So I just had to share. Okay, we also have some unboxing to do. We're going on an hour and a half here. Jerry Goodman, 1972. I prefer Stern and Perlman. I love Sarah Chang. Annie Sophie Mutter is a powerhouse in playing. Rachel Podger doing Baroque violin. Love her playing. These are all, yeah. Hilary Hahn, also very great. Gil Shaham, Brian Lewis, lots of. So famous violinists, you know, that's who I study, that's who I teach. Cool, yeah, that CD boxing is really special. So, yeah. Okay, hang on, we're moving along. And yes, I need to bring in the box of the unboxing stuff, and we have it all prepared. So, um, easy, just like it's all vetted and like opened and cut and everything. So, we'll bring that in and then I'll be able to just open things up. We've got like 10 or 12 things, I think, that they all came to the PO box. Oh, thank you for the happy anniversary. Brian says, yeah, I've heard of that orchestra. What is that? Oops, hang on. All right. Thank you. All right. I've got the box next to me now. Jean-Luc Ponty. I don't know that person. Lindsay Sterling. I know of her. Yes, I know that she does a lot of the dancing. So the ones I named are like substantial professional violinists. You know, classical violinists. Curved Air Vivaldi. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Um, how many do we have? 186. Okay. So if you all remember, hmm, I'm trying to do the giveaway. So if all of you were not here at the beginning, the channel has merch. We have merch. It's going to be launched like this coming week. And I want to do a giveaway of one item today. So, oh, you're a historian. Oh, sing, sing, sing. Okay. Um, I'm trying to get this to work. If it doesn't work, then we will figure something out. Hang on just a second. Interested. Are we back? There. Did I disappear just then? Or what did you see? Because I switched to another screen, so I'm not sure what happened. Or were you able to see my screen? It froze? Okay. Okay. I think we are ready to go. So, everybody, if you would like the chance to win one merch item for the channel once it's released as of like this next week, type in right now the word merch, MERCH. Nothing else, just MERCH. And it should, my little add-on should tally everybody up. And then at the end, I hit basically like spin and it will pick the one winner. And if it doesn't work, then we will go back in and go through and pick the one. Like we'll do it like by hand. We'll find another site. We'll enter everybody in. We'll do it by hand. You know, I'll have some helpers for that. So keep doing that. And fingers crossed that it works. I will make it work regardless in the end. And so what we have for merch is mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, and mouse pads. That's what we have so far. So if anyone else has any other requests for items that would be really good, that just let me know, and I'll try to make that happen because we're still creating some stuff and finalizing the designs. And it's through Bonfire. So nice and easy. They send it to you, they do it, and it's just gonna be really great. Oh, oh yeah, Lady. Yeah, the Lion's Roar. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Like that organ sound. I get it. Yeah. Florence and the Machine. Okay. I really loved the song Lady. That's a recent reaction. I really loved that one. I um like, I've found myself thinking about the song, like, later on through the day, and I have to go back and listen to it again, and, it's one of those. Okay. Cozies? Okay. Um, Unboxing. Oh, sorry, someone's late. Nope, nobody's late. We're here. We're here for a while. You can come and go as you please, no problem. All right, we're gonna do some unboxing. Here we go. Oh no, you lost your internet there. Okay, well, did you hear the thing about the merch? If whoever, I'm gonna say it again, whoever wants to go into the giveaway to have your name put in for one free merch item, just type in MERCH. Okay, unboxing item number 1. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a book. It's not a CD. Get lots of CDs. Look at this. This is someone perhaps that I can learn more about. I'm sort of a reader. I'm more of audio than visual, but I do like to read a book every now and then. So thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you. Except I don't know who sent it. So if you're here, let me know. Or you can message me later. And I do try to keep track of that as best I can. But some I know are just going to sort of end up being anonymous. Okay, next. Ooh, got lots of stuff here. Okay, there's a letter, which I won't read right now, but okay, very good. But we've got some CDs, I think. Okay, so we have these. Magma and what is this? Shakti with John McLaughlin. Okay, and Chris Squire and the Geese and the Ghost, Anthony Phillips. So, all right. So thank you. That's excellent. And I will read your letter. Magma. Frank was a unique individual. Oh, excellent. See, I'm going to have to know this. Oh, Chris Squire from Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of listening to do. You're right. But that's what I enjoy doing. So, and I've got people in the house. We've got the shelf all lined up with everything that's arrived. And oh, thank you. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. You sent the 4 CDs. Thank you. All right. Okay. Next we have the Steel Eye Span. I've got a couple of these. Now I have this one. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And again, there's no name with these, so go ahead and feel free to claim it. Just be truthful. Be truthful, y'all. Okay. Is it Sissy or Cece Chen? That looks neat. Tides and sand. Excellent. So yeah, feel free to chime in with all this stuff. I'd love to know more. Okay. And yes, I keep everything. I have got the CDs like in alphabetical order, and I'm a nerd about organization. So I love collecting things though. So the collection really means a lot to me. Ooh. Okay, this one, Joni Mitchell. Excellent. Okay. So again, if that was your doing, please let me know. Oh yeah. Well, but you know what? That is a good idea to have a list so we don't get duplicates. Um, I could do that. Gosh, but I don't mind having duplicates sometimes because sometimes there are different versions, and if not, I have kiddos and students that would love some of this music. Like I would find happy homes for it. Yeah, see, my older daughter, Eden, you all met her a little bit ago. In case some of you missed it, she's going to be involved with me on the channel just a little bit, uh, because we have a new series called My Daughter Introduces Me to the Beatles, and so she's a big Beatles fan. Actually, took college courses on it. Yes, I have a daughter in college, by the way. Uh, we'll get into my age another time, though. How about that? My birthday's coming up later in the year. We can discuss it then. Anyway, she's already a big Joni Mitchell fan. She can play something. In fact, I think she might have played Joni Mitchell in the last live stream. So, okay, next. Okay, this one. Oh, Van Morrison. Okay, definitely someone I need to get to know. Thank you. Again, let me know if that was from you. Oh, it's another one. And the Chieftains. That's cool. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. This is really exciting. I love collecting things like this. Okay. Okay. Little feet. Dixie chicken. All right. Okay. Interesting. I love some of the, especially like when I do the suggestion Saturdays. That is always really interesting because some bands really have unique names for their songs, and it's just I get a kick out of some of them. Like there's some bands that have really short names and some that have like entire sentences for the names of the songs, and some of them are so wacky, and I'm just like, wow, I cannot wait to dig into what this whatever these things are. Hello, hello. Good. Happy to see you all. See you all. Okay. All right. We're gonna keep going here. Again, I'm looking for notes and stuff just to see. But when it comes from like a factory direct, they don't say anything. There's nothing there. Okay. What is this? Nitty gritty? Dirt band? So interesting. So that's something I'm noticing is that I get a lot of lesser known stuff. I get some of the big stuff too, but yeah, see, I'm loving all these comments here because I need to sort of have some insight on what the heck I just opened up here. So no, what's one with the violin? Papa Roach? I don't know. Hello, hello. Okay. Oh, there might be a note with this one. No, I don't know. Wow, it's another Van Morrison. All right. There is a little note here, but I don't know if it's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so here we go. This is what we have here. Excellent. There. Tupelo honey. Okay. Thank you. And the note in there said, like, Happy New Year and all that. So to you as well. Okay. A little bit more. Royalties, yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is Randy Newman's Faust. Okay. Sounds interesting. I know the opera Faust. Okay. Sorry, is this too crinkly? I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, this is one of those where it's a really big bag, the container for one little thing. Oh, it's the nitty gritty one again, a different one. I thought it was a classical CD for a minute. Looked like it. Will the circle be unbroken? Music forms a new circle. Interesting. We were talking earlier about cyclical things. Okay. Very good. I'm going to put, that's a noisy container there. Okay. All right. We're working our way through. And there's a note here. So I'm trying to catch up on the Three Amigos. Is that the same guy? Is that the Newman, right? Right? Excellent. Okay. Well, again, I love movie music. No, there's not a note. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, this is from Celeste. Oh, excellent. Okay. Judy Collins and Linda Ronstadt. We're just getting into Linda here on the channel. And we'll be doing a little bit more here pretty soon. Okay. Almost there. Just a few left. And also, reminding everyone who might just be jumping in right now, and is that like you can jump in at any time, right? If it's live and you can go back and watch the whole thing when it's done, whatever. So I'm just going to re-announce this, that there is a giveaway because we have merch for the channel. And so if you want one free merch item, then put in the chat the word merch, MERCH. And I've got a little thing that's supposed to be tallying that up, and then it'll hit a random winner, and I will determine that at the end. Okay, this is not, I don't think this is a CD. I'm not sure. Nope, there is a CD in it. There's something else in there too. Okay. All right. Okay, that's awesome. And then that's definitely something new for me. And then, well, actually, do I have one other? But I don't think it's this one. Okay. And then there's a calendar. Well, that's neat. And it's beautiful. So it's a calendar for this location here. That's wonderful. I hope I can say, is it Derbyshire? Derbyshire? I don't know how to say that. Okay, sorry. That's beautiful. And I need calendars. I use lots and lots of calendars. So I will put this up in my workspace where I do my editing. Thank you. Wait, there's more. Ah, there's more in here. I'm sorry. No. Okay, well, first of all, there's this. Okay, that's excellent. That's great. Okay, that is a band that I've not gotten into here on the channel. But I can't believe someone sent this. Because they're one of the few groups from the 80s that I'm actually kind of a fan of, but I really only know one of their albums. That's my other story, is that any of the popular music that I actually did get into, I sort of wait, Derbyshire, Derbyshire. I don't know. Okay, I do know how to pronounce some things, just not that one. Okay, so I tend to get to know a band and I get to know one album and then that's it. And I get afraid to sort of venture out, like I'm going to be disappointed or something. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's silly. So I know Into the Gap very, very well by the Thompson Twins. And I see that there are a couple of songs on this one. Doctor, Doctor, Hold Me Now, Sister of Mercy. No Peace for the Wicked. But all the rest are new. Oh, except If You Were Here. If You Were Here, I know that only because it was in that awesome scene for 16 Candles. If you know, you know. At the end. So thank you. That one's a cool one. I just happen to know that one. So I would say more about all the other CDs, but I don't know anything. I don't know. Yes, good prom song, right? Yep, Hold Me Now. Excellent. Okay, those were all great CDs. I just actually recognized one of them. Yay for me. Okay. I recognize this packaging here. King for a Day. Yeah. See? I get to know more of like one of my favorite groups. So weird. Okay. Got several here in this package. Hang on. Okay. Yes, I think that's it. All right. Look at this. So I think this is from Steve. Okay. So thank you. And ooh. Okay. Black Sabbath and what is, oh, Eagles? Is that what that says? Wow, that's a tricky font. My Christmas in February. I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. Brian Ferry and Aerosmith and Chris Ray. So, all right. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, one last one, and then we're done with the unboxing. Okay. There's a note. No. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. Also, if anybody is, maybe I saw this pass by. If anybody is interested in the PO box, I have it listed in the description on the channel. Where else? If you're on Patreon, you can just message me, or I can try to post it. But that's the best way to get there, is just go to the main channel and then see the description. It's like all the links and stuff. It's all there. Okay, so this is the last one. Kingfish, I believe. Okay, so thank you. That concludes Christmas on February 1st. Okay. It's almost Groundhog Day, like groundhog gonna come down out of the chimney or something. I don't know. All right. Boy, we're just making our way through here. We've got a couple of questions left, but then also Upcoming reactions. Okay. So this is what's coming in the near future. We have Rick Wakeman, Stevie Nicks, Genesis. Got more Genesis. Snow Patrol. That's a newer group, I believe. Chicago, PDUSA, Meatloaf. Got some more Meatloaf coming. Pantera, Ren, Nightwish, John and Vangelis, Boz Scaggs, Pink Floyd. We've got The Last of the Steely Dan coming up for the full album Fridays, and Al Stewart. And there'll be other things besides this, but those are the ones that I wanted to mention. And then we also have the poll winners that are going to be coming along. So, and then toward like in another week or two, then we'll have the start of our Beatles project, starting from the very beginning with the Beatles. And let's see, I'm just catching up here on comments. Man-O-War, yeah, I don't have that on the schedule. Chicago, yeah. Oh, there's just so much, right? Okay, for some questions, a few more questions. What instrument or musical skill would I like to have mastered at this point? Oh, REM. I know some REM. If there was some REM, then I could do some of that, but I'd have to find what that is. Yeah, there is actually. So again, the poll winners, I'll be bringing in some poll winners, and so yes is a possibility for one of those. So don't get too sad about that yet. Things that you're waiting for, like some of that could be for the once a week poll winners too. Okay, so I would have loved to have learned the French horn. I actually almost chose French horn over violin. I love the sound. It's so smooth, the instrument. The theremin is one, if you all know that little instrument. I would have liked to experiment with jazz singing. That would have been really fun. I'm more just primarily formal choral style singing. The I think uilleann pipes also is one. And I just recently saw that in, I just recently posted, what is it? The Nightwish, The Greatest Show on Earth. And those pipes were featured in there. And I was like, oh, what is it? What is it? I love those. I love those. So those are instruments I would have liked to have learned. But maybe never too late. Okay. Have you ever been asked to join a band? Yes, I have. When I was in high school, I was not really in a band, but talked with some friends about trying to put one together, like my friend Jeff. My old friend Jeff. But as far as we got was just like, I think we recorded a couple of things that we put on our answering machines. That's as far as we got. It's okay. We had fun. All right, but I did take part. Well, I guess you could say I was in a band with my string quartet. So, oh, handbells. We'll get there. Okay. The string quartet, like we jam. We actually did some popular stuff. Some of the string quartet arrangements that I talk about. That's the group that I played it in. And but we did lots of like weddings and formal recitals and things like that. But then we would go and play in restaurants or places like that. And so we were asked to record on a couple of albums for some bands. So I guess, and one of them we actually traveled with to some bigger cities to perform with live just a couple of times. So one of those is Vetiver. That was the name of the band. And also Leopold and His Fiction. Our friend Daniel is the lead singer for that. And he's still putting stuff out. So check him out. Leopold and His Fiction. He was also a part of a band called Cowboy and Indian for a while. And so we just did some backup strings on like 2 or 3 songs of theirs. But then they invited us to come and play live with them, and actually, little claim to fame, Jesse Plemons, the actor, that's his band. So I got to, like, play on some of his songs in the string quartet, so that's kinda cool. Um, Rush, yeah, we need more Rush. Okay. Will I be doing deep dives with chord analysis and progressions? I kinda talked about this earlier. Yes, I'm working on it. Um, and so, for instance, I would like to do the song Asia. That would be a really good one. There are several that would be really good. Fourth and fifth, lots of them. Um, yeah, but I just need a little bit. I have to figure out how to do that, like the iPad thing or something, and I don't have that right now. So I might need to save up for that. Or if I can figure out another way, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Absolutely. I don't tend to get into that in my reactions because I'm trying to make it attainable for everyone. So we will do the deeper dives later. Symphonic arrangements with rock bands, who typically puts them together? Well, they could hire someone like Michael Kamen is one that does a lot of them for a lot of bands. Sometimes they just hire in, session musicians, and they come in and they just kinda make up stuff, so that's kinda what we did, like, they didn't really have an idea of what they wanted us to do with the strings, they just knew what songs they wanted to add strings on, and they would bring us in, and we would just sort of test melodies out and harmonies and different sounds, and then they would get us on the recording. Off to a rehearsal. I know that story. Thank you. Yep, you can watch the rest later. We'll probably be tying things up here in a little bit. We've been going on 2 hours here. All right. Just got a few more questions that I asked ahead of time. And if I see some going by, we'll try to do it. Oh, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I I know of them. I haven't really gotten into I've got some friends that have played with them. Um, they're kind of cool. It's a cool idea. I think I've heard a couple of they do like Christmas songs, right? But like symphony versions of them. It's pretty cool. Some of you already know that I have played with Mannheim Steamroller, which is kind of in the same vein, not quite, but close. I just played with them. My daughter and I just played with them uh, in December, and that's the kind of behind the scenes. I've got pictures of that on Patreon and for channel members of us performing on stage with them. It was really cool. Beautiful Carol of the Bells. Oh, Crystal Ball. I've been hearing about that. Yeah. Okay. Um, to what extent does your personal music taste determine what to react to? And honestly, very, very little. And I said some of this earlier in the live stream here. I really stick with direct requests and the polls, the suggestions, but the way I've got it going, I think it's pretty extensive and again, not too watered down, so we get the big hits, but then also try to work in some of the lesser known ones. And yeah, my Mannheim is pretty cool. Yeah. Renaissance, that's another one I've been hearing about. Yes. New Zealand. Ah, yeah. We're doing my best. Okay. Um, so yeah, the only thing I get really involved with, like I said, is choosing the full albums for the full album Fridays because that's a bigger commitment and I just need to really vet it and make sure that it's going to do well in the channel. So I have to strike a good balance between getting views on YouTube and what the algorithm is going to like, and then also working around copyright, which can be an issue sometimes. Like sometimes it's a live version of a song that's more popular, but copyright's like, nope. And so, and I'm just doing my best to kind of strike that balance. I hope I'm doing a good job so far. Would I consider doing interviews of musicians? Like, for instance, Kerry Livgren from Kansas? Well, gosh, yeah. I'd love to talk with him, but, sorry. Yes, I would consider that. Maybe not right in this moment, but soon. Soon. More collabs, some interviews. It's not quite time yet for the channel, but in the future. Yeah, why not? We've done the collab with Virgin Rock, so, you know, but that was led by her. So I would need to do, you know, take on that role. I'm very interested in, yeah, so it could be a possibility. Do you listen to other songs from new artists, new to me, or do I avoid them? Oh yeah, that question was almost kind of asked earlier. I do avoid them. And some that are sent, like links if someone, a patron on Patreon is like, hey, you should also look at this, you know, I'll carefully take a look at them as long as there are no spoilers. Sometimes I will have people vet things here. Used to have hair like mine. You're right. You're right. I think I saw in in one of the videos. I did the video for Dust in the Wind. Yeah, you're right. That's great. Um yeah, I wish I could oh, what's his name? The violinist with Kansas. I wish I could have spoken with him, but I believe he's no longer with us. A Doug collab. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. Okay, almost done. What piece of technology do you really hate or love? Like auto-tune or drum machines or any tech? Um, I'm not too particular with like machines for music making. Oh, Celtic Woman. Oh, Robbie Steinhardt. Thank you. Thank you. That's what that is. Yeah, I'm not too picky. The only time I would get a little bit hurt is like if someone is using really bad string sounds and they should be using strings and yeah, like hire the strings. I know maybe you don't have the budget. That might be the only time I'm kind of like, eh. Um, all right, tech wise, honestly, I'm pretty happy with everything. Um, as a professional musician, what I am upset about is the music writing software because I use Finale. It's a fantastic program. I've been using it for like 25 years. I have all my scores, everything on it. And apparently the company is just ending, and I'm not really happy about that. So I'm going to have to learn something new and transfer everything over, and that's going to be quite a task. So I'm just sort of kind of living in denial about that for now. Because I do that for a living, you know, the music composition. Okay, what is your dream gig as a musician, and who would blow your mind to work with? So I wrote down three. So I mentioned I'm already a Bjork fan. That would be a riot, and she works with strings sometimes, so I think I would love that. I know she's kind of eccentric and extra creative, and so that might be a wild ride, but it would be a lot of fun. To get to play in the orchestra for the parts for ELO, that would be really fun. And then again, I mentioned this person before. I think David Gilmour would be really fun to work with. Some string lines with his guitar lines. Heck yeah, that would be awesome. Do I have a favorite decade of the music I present in the reactions? Well, we're doing a lot from the 70s, so that is it a favorite? I don't know. It's just highlighted right now on the channel. So yeah, I like a lot of that. Karen Carpenter. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. What is the deal with 1973 and 1977? There are so many amazing albums and songs that came out in those 2 years. So uh that's what I'm impressed with so far. Okay, someone asked my favorite orchestra or choir joke. I have several. And I think each corner of musicianship sort of tends to pick their own instrument to pick on. So in the string world, it's violas. They handle it pretty well though. And I very highly respect violas, so nothing against violas. Um, okay, so this can be applied to any instrument, honestly, any profession that you want to just like make fun of something. So you're supposed to say, how can you tell that the stage is level? That drool comes out of both sides of fill in the blank instrument's mouth. So there you go. That's a good one offhand. I know many more, but they're more lengthy, so we don't have time. Xanadu, yeah, that one's on the channel. I did a live version of that. Okay, what instruments can I play proficiently? This is the last question from the pre-asked questions. Okay, so piano, I studied that from when I was little, tiny, like starting when I was 3, and took it pretty seriously all the way through high school, and then had to do my piano proficiency for both my undergraduate degree and my master's. Violin is my primary instrument. So my 2 degrees in are performance in violin and pedagogy. I saw someone mention handbells. I too actually can play the handbells pretty well. I played in a handbell choir, like all through junior high and high school. We went to national festivals. I know how to do like 2 in hand and 4 in hand, and I could, um, it's really fun. I love it. And then voice, I've been singing my whole life in choirs. In college, I went into a really specific focus of a certain kind of choral singing. If you listen to Dante's Prayer, that reaction here on the channel, you'll see what I'm talking about with that. And I still sing in that. In fact, I just posted a little behind the scenes thing of one of the choirs I sing in today. That's on Patreon and for channel members, of me actually and my daughter and my husband. All of us were singing in a small vocal ensemble, like a cappella, but it's contemporary music, but it's not like Glee or pentatonics. It's more classically oriented, beautiful stuff. And that's the kind of music that I write, that I compose to as well. So it's obviously a favorite genre of mine. But it takes years to develop the technique of doing that, and you have to have kind of the right voice, and it's tricky. So that's what I do. If you would want to consider another instrument, it would be composition, honestly, because when I'm composing, the instrument that I get to play would be like the entire orchestra, the entire symphony, or the whole choir. So I know how to play the choir, or I play the symphony. So that's sort of that's what I do. Glenn Miller, I know some Glenn Miller. I like Glenn Miller stuff from the 40s. So yeah, um, that might be, let's see. I'm just checking my notes here. Hang on. All right. We did the merch. We talked about the headphones, the Beatles project. I had Eden, my daughter, come in, and I think she played some Blackbird. Unboxing. Name that tune. Good job, y'all. You got it. Had the Q&A. Looked at the creative stuff that was sent. I think we hit everything. So right now, the merch thing, everyone who entered in. So the screen might pause, so just sit tight, because I'm going to go over and I'm going to see if I can do the thing, except I know there's also a screen sharing thing. Hang on. Let me just give it a try. No. No. That's not it. Okay. Wait, what's this? No. Sorry. Okay. So it's gonna freeze out here. But I'm gonna head over. Should I just give people I think it froze again. Okay. Should I give people one more chance? If you would like the giveaway, one item from the new merch for the channel that's coming out in another week or so, put merch in the chat right now, MERCH. And do we have any other questions or anything? We might be starting to wrap things up here. Oh wait, the channel stats, that's the last thing. All right, so 1 year. Yay. So the official launch of the channel was January 17th of 2025 of last year. And I had some people that came with me from the movie channel and some nice supporters there. So they waited for a few days. Like I actually launched the um the channel itself, but didn't actually have a post yet. So the first official posted reaction was January 20th. And it's funny, if you go back, you can see that, it took me a while to sort of settle into things. Since then, I believe we've got like about 100, almost 125 published videos. That doesn't even include all the stuff I've done in between that are not public releases for Patreon and channel members. Yep. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, the channel has 7.2 million views. So, how many times everything's been viewed? That's pretty amazing. 8 videos have over 200,000 views. One of them is really close to 300. I think that's Hyren. 9 videos are over 100,000 views. So that's great. And again, I'm not out here to get all the views, if it happens, it happens. And so it seems to be happening. So we'll go with it. We'll just continue. We're just going to keep going. That's sort of my plan for the channel, is just to keep going, just keep listening, right? Because we're just having a great time. And we've got it all lined up and it's just going. And how can I not? So we're just going to keep going for as long as we can. All right, I'm going to check the subscribers. 74,821. So we're just that far away from the actual 75K. But I wanted to go ahead. Normally I would have waited a little bit until we got, really solidly to 75K. But I wanted to celebrate the 1 year thing. We couldn't do that. So, pass that up. All right. So that's kind of where we are with the channel and where we're going, and lots of fun. So I'm going to sort of pause everything right now for just a second, and I'm going to go over and see if I can do the giveaway thing. So we might have our winner today. So sit tight. Okay, I'm back. Did it freeze right there? Okay. So I'm not sure if I can get the winner right now, but I will go back and do that after the fact, and then I will let that person know. Okay? All right. So I think that's it. I think we got to everything. Wow. 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. Yeah. This was great. Grappelli? Mhm. More slow more slow-mo than pause. Okay, gotcha. Aw, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great Sunday. It was really neat. I need a nap too. I'm gonna go take a nap. Aw. So thanks so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and it wasn't completely smooth here, like, with, you know, just still kind of learning the tech here, but we're getting there. The next one will be even better. And, and will we need to wait until 100K? I don't know. That's sort of the next milestone. Get the little silver plaque. We'll see. But if there's stuff to talk about, I will have a live stream before then. Oh, okay. That's a good thing. Yeah. Oh, cheers. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. And just keep listening, right? Just remember you don't have to be perfect. Just be okay, everybody. And thanks for being here. This is great. All right. And I'll post afterwards. Thanks, Lee. I'll post afterwards for the winner. Just give me a little bit of time. Yep. Next stop, 100K, right? Here we go. Well, technically 75K. So, but we'll be there in a couple days, I think. Oh, bedtime, yes. Okay. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody. This was great. We'll see you again soon.